Offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. The screen, and watch out. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll take it himself. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now improvising. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. Shakes off the defender. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him, but boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. And the Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Green. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. 3rd down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the 1st down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
Final play of the quarter coming. On 1st down. Still looking on the move. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the 1st quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Here's the heat. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense.
It's a seam wide open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab behind the line. It's Blake. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The play-action fake. Under fire. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 25. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. Balls in the deep ball. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I was starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in bounds.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got to pick off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Arkansas! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Merrill. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, SMU. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, and the the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Green. That's caught, it's Brown. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got him downfield. Out of bounds at the 14, and the big-time offensive play has them set up.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. He might want another play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Rush is on him. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Takes it the other way. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, SMU. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a man. It's Green. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. Turning it on. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And how about this offense responding late in the first half, getting the score, now an extra point away from tying this football game, going into the half. It's exactly how you draw up a 2-minute drill. That's how you want to finish a half.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. And the Razorbacks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Flying out to the left. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. They take the lead lead with the 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Green. Buys a little extra time. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Gonna swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let it go. It's complete. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
And how about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Pressure coming. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Quarterback stands alone. All wide receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Fires one high and deep. Got it.
First down pass is complete.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 15, here comes the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air, it's Green. Bringing the heat. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Finds enough room to get it to the 21 before going out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Look out, he's got room! The Razorbacks are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
He'll toss it. That might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got room to work. Picks up the first down, still moving. He's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. To throw, it's Green. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Looking to throw. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick.
SMU 49, Arkansas 49.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So first down will open up the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now third in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
Makes a grab for a big play. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Really nice execution by this offense. This is the time, right? Late in the football game, got to get a few first downs to preserve this lead, to get out of here with the W. They trust their quarterback. They protect him. They get the first down.
On the snap, it's Hawkins. Fires to the big fella. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Try to get it to the edge. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Mustangs racing to the line in a hurry-up. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Dumps it to the back. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Yeah, and it's so hard to contain this guy with all those options he has and the experience at the quarterback spot. But nice job by the defense limiting the damage. Didn't give up a huge gain.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Scanning the field, it's Green. Makes the grab. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Razorbacks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Got half your work done now. Great execution, getting the score, but now we got to go for 2. Under 2 minutes left in the game. We don't know if we're going to get the football back. We get our 2-point play ready, and we roll.
They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. Motion from the wideout. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Now down by 2, inside a minute to go. If they can get this onside kick, maybe they can get into field goal range. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires left. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Wide receiver going in motion. Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Running to Green. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tight end now in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Harden. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Hawkins. Scrambling away. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Green. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job.
He's going for the big play. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
He's looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Blasted as he lets it go. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Swings it out to his running back. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right?
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own, and the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Touchdown, Mustangs! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. This is a designed run. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Grab near the marker, it's McClain. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him. And
here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Wants to fire on second down. Got the quick pass. Still on his feet at the 45. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
It's caught downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Handoff to the single back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Johnson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
But how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on 4th down in their first drive. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Those defenses were smelling blood, and the quarterback got down. Smart move.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He makes a grab. And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Rushes on him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Racing down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, SMU!
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small, wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He fires a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter.
Arizona State, 14.
So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Sun Devils look to keep this drive humming. Wants to keep it in the air. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the tailback. There he goes!
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Steps away to find some room. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right down the middle. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Set to advance on the football.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure coming. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. It's complete. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Back to pass, it's Jennings. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
He does a good job of scrambling around and trying to make a play, but I tell you what, you don't want to take too many shots like that. Those big hits, oof, if you get up now, you're dang sure going to feel it later.
They'll go up top on second and short. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Runs through a tackle. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with the one there.
Now facing a third and long. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Pulls it in on the right. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they take it in for 6 more points. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
There ain't no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants. He can buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch called for and made. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. It's a running room. Defense picks it up. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. He's got an open man. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Now on second down. To the air, it's Jennings. He'll pull it down and run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44, a big-time pickup on that one.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Going to try to get it himself. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Sun Devils will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and they can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown Mustangs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He goes in for the 2, and now they've got it down to 10. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the back. Quarterback will keep it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll try to get outside. Plows through the defense. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. The 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this offense picks up right where it left off. Scoring points, creating a big play. First drive of the second half, no problem. Don't worry about halftime adjustments. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
He's into the end zone again. A little icing on the cake with a 2-point conversion after the long touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, I did not have this on my bingo card, guys, but being one of the most talented quarterbacks in college football to be under 50% completions in this game, nobody saw that coming. He has not been able to find his rhythm, and he looks frustrated.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Johnson. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Forced out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. It's caught.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on first down and a quarterback hit on second down. Got to do a better job.
Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
That's caught. It's Harden. Oh, a lot of space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Looking for the score. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the catch. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of
the ball's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. With the catch, it's Knight. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they take it in for 6 more points. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looking to scramble. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple.
That keeps the score Arizona State 41, SMU 36.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, then I'd give back that last score. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Arizona State 41.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Arizona State.
After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Here's the pressure. Brings it in down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Arizona State! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. At that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll pull it down. Got the first down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Got out of trouble and throws. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run. But you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The snap sets up to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defense.
Deep shot for the end zone. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Looking down the middle. Finds a man on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make...
Touchdown, Sun Devils! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Fires on the move. Makes the grab. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Jennings. A shot toward the end zone, and it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll try to run it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Johnson. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So they covered 42 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. He's going to sling it into the heart of the field. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. They'll line up to go for 2. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
No good. That keeps the score Arizona State 62, SMU 44.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
32. And that's a first down for the offense.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.